Okay, in this video, we will solve a second order linear equation with constant coefficients. So we have 2y double prime minus 3y prime plus y is equal to 0, where y parentheses 0 is equal to 2 and y prime 0 is equal to 1/2. So let's get started. The last video we said y double prime would be represented by r squared, y prime would be represented by r, and y would be represented by 1. So this right here, we would get 2r squared minus 3r plus 1 is equal to 0. Next, we need to factor this. So we can factor it by doing a 2r minus 1 times r minus 1 is equal to 0. 2r times r is 2r squared. 2r times negative 1 is minus 2r. R times negative 1 is minus r, so we would get minus 3r. Negative 1 times negative 1 is plus 1. And so our value of r can equal 1/2, or r could equal 1. And so our general equation would be this. Y is equal to c1e raised to 1/2 t plus c2e raised to t. But we have a constant coefficient, so we can get an actual answer. So next we will take the derivative of this, and so we can say y prime is equal to 1/2 times c1e raised to 1/2 t plus c2e raised to t. And next we plug in, so in both of these cases, t is equal to 0, and y would equal 2, and y prime would equal 1/2. And so what we do here is we plug it in. So we plug in t is equal to 0 for this equation. And so we would get, so if this is 0, this would be 1. So c1, same for this would be plus c2 is equal to y. We said y is 2. So this is our first equation. Next equation, we'll do this. And once again, t is equal to 0. So this is 0, this is 0. So we would get 1/2 c1 plus c2 is equal to y prime. Y prime is 1/2. So these two are our equations. And we'll use elimination method to solve for c1. So c1 plus c2 is equal to 2. Then we can say, if we make this minus minus minus, we would get negative 1/2 c1 minus c2 is equal to minus 1/2. So we would get 1/2 c1 plus 0 c2 is equal to 3/2. Therefore, c1 would be 3. Next, we plug in 3 for c1. So c2 would equal 2 minus 3. So c2 is negative 1. And so our equation would be y is equal to c1 is 3e raised to 1/2 t minus e raised to t. And that's it, because c2 is negative 1. And so this right here is our final answer. And that's all we need to do for this problem.